Hey guys, we got some news here that Cassandra Jean Amell has been cast as Nora Allen in the CW Arrowverse crossover, the one involving Batman coming out this year, Batwoman coming out this year, 2018. So I think it's really going to be cool to see where things go with this. Now, if you don't know who she is, she's actually the wife of Stephen Amell, who obviously plays Oliver Queen, Green Arrow on the show. And it's really going to be cool to see where things go with that. So at first I thought this is pretty cool because I recognize her obviously from, you got to recognize her from his Instagram, his Twitter and stuff like that. And just all kinds of following him online and stuff. So I think it's really cool that she's going to be in there. So I figured, it's probably maybe some sort of an Easter egg, a cameo type thing where she's kind of frozen in the ice. And Stephen Arrow kind of walks by it type thing, and he says something or something like that. I think that could be cool. But then I looked at her, if you look at her IMDb page, she actually has, and I didn't know this until looking her up here, she actually has quite a few things on her IMDb page, so could be more than just a cameo. She's known for, she was in Mad Men, which is also, obviously a critically acclaimed show, and One Tree Hill. I've heard of that one too, and Yellow. I haven't heard of that one at all. So I think it's really cool. I know that these two shows, I really haven't watched either of them. I haven't watched anything that she has here on her IMDb list, but she has some few things that are kind of just recognizable shows, and CIA, CSI, NCIS, Mad Men, a few things like that. Passenger, I think it sounds familiar. I remember seeing that, a few things, and CSI type thing. So I think it's really cool to see where things are going to go with this casting. I think it could be quite cool. I mean, most likely it's just going to be, a cameo for, in connection because she's Stephen Amell's wife type thing. But I think it could be quite interesting to see where things go with this. If it ends up being, a tease for Mr. Freeze, could he be a setup, in the universe? Could this be setting up Mr. Freeze as maybe a villain for Batgirl or Batwoman for her show whenever that starts? I think that could be quite cool to see where things are going to go with this and how things kind of continue on with this. But I think it's going to be quite fun to see where things are going with this. She's not like she's still acting and stuff. I know they do have a daughter together, but I think her daughter's starting to get a little bit older, so she could pop up on the show. Or it could just be a cameo to do this. So I think it's going to be quite cool to see where things go with this actress and how this is going to go there. And I like the idea of having her, even if it's just a cameo. I think it's really cool seeing her cameo there. But looking at this online, it looks like CW just released it themselves. It didn't really come from a source or anything. They just announced it. So I think it doesn't really make sense as to if it is just a cameo, why would they do that? Why would they announce that? And so early on from the episode, like why wouldn't they wait until the episode, wait till just before, and say that there's an Easter egg type thing, or let Stephen Amell post it on his Instagram, or him post it online. I find it a bit weird that they would just announce an Easter egg like this if it is just a cameo, where she's already frozen in the ice, and we just walk by her and we just see her, and those who recognize her would recognize her. I think why would not leave that in the episode and not tell us until after the episode? I think that could be quite cool. Stephen would obviously post that. Stephen Amell would post that on his Instagram and stuff, and he would easily tell everyone that if you missed, let me know if you caught the Easter egg type thing of his wife's cameo. I think that's really cool, having that in the show. But I think now that they're announcing this so early on, could Mr. Freeze be maybe the villain of the show? Who knows? That could be quite interesting, dealing with that. Maybe she could be around in it, or maybe she's not frozen and she just has a quick cameo as Nora Freeze, and she just, she says something that helps out the show, kind of teasing that Mr. Freeze is out there. Maybe she hasn't met Mr. Freeze just yet. Maybe she's that early on in their relationship. We'll have to wait and see as to where things are going to go with this, but I think it's really going to be cool. But most likely it would just be her frozen in the ice, and we walk by and we see her. Maybe we go to the Bat Cave and we see her, or we go to somewhere where they need to get something, maybe go to like if it's on a different Earth, if Batwoman's on a different Earth, which I hope it's not on a different Earth, because I really want to be able to see, her be able to cross over more than just the one big crossovers a year like Supergirl does, be able to cross over all the time and have her supporting cast be able to cross over all the time, anytime, just like Felicity does and Cisco does. And in the second season of Arrow, first season of Flash, Brandon Routh was able to just go over with Felicity and things like that, and Diggle was able to go bounce back and forth. So hopefully this could be one of those things. Maybe she's setting up to be a recurrent character on the Batwoman show. Who knows? We'll have to just wait and see as to where things are going to go with that. But I think it's most likely just going to be a cameo. But since she does have she is an actress, it's not just, you know, Stephen Amell's wife, so I think it could be go anywhere with this. So let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below. Where do you think this is going? What do you think is going to happen with her? If you've seen her acting in any of these shows, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have.
Subscribing.
Sometimes subscribing is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it. And you wonder why you waited so long for something so disappointing. How many more of these?
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.